Welcome to the channel, guys, and today yet again I have another Reebok classic box. As you can see, that's the new style, recycled paper Reebok classic box. Pretty excited about this one, actually. I'm ready to show you what it is. And as always, straight to the tag. As you can see, Shaq Attaq in the team, dark royale, black and white colorway, otherwise known as the Shaq Attaq Shattered Backboards. I was finally able to get these, and I'm so happy because it was one of the last pairs actually left on Reebok.com. Let me pull them out and talk to you about the pair. Sorry about the noise of the paper. I'm going to take the box out of the way, put it down, and show you the sneakers. Alright, so here they are. I mean, as always, let me first start with the materials used in this pair. And as you could, most of you know, at least the one of you guys that own a pair of the Shaq Attaq, the quality is absolutely impeccable. And with this particular one, let me see if the camera can show that. Here's the effect that we're trying to reach and get the shattered backboard. Many of you know, if you followed Shaquille O'Neal's career, in his rookie year he destroyed several backboards of many arenas. So this is kind of pays an homage of that. The material actually used underneath this coating, because this is just PU coating that companies can do pretty much anything on the leather. Again, it's genuine leather, or more of a suede type of material right here. I don't know if actually the cut can be seen, but right there, maybe, yeah. It's kind of like what they used on the Packers friend of the program material, but then it has that coating on top of it, which is fine. I mean, it's still genuine leather. Now these famous lines here are, in my humble opinion, synthetics, and that's the first time that Reebok used any kind of a synthetic material when it comes to the upper, at least major portion of the upper of the Shaq Attaq. This black leather is synthetic, but in my opinion, again, it's fine because it's not really crucial. It's just a small overlay. Again, the vector is patent leather. And this gray portion is the same material they use for the other ones, just different color. Same as for the ton. As you already noticed, the laces are quite different from the regular ones we are getting before. These are kind of a reminding of, well, at least for me, reminds me of the uniform that Orlando Magic were wearing around that time, early to mid 90s. It kind of actually looks pretty good, and I have to say the inner liner is totally different from what the other pairs use. It's kind of a striped, again, maybe reminding or paying homage to these uniforms, and it's weird feeling when you touch it. It's kind of a little bit of rough, I would say, kind of a texture, but when you put your shoes inside, it actually locks your foot in place a little bit better than the other one. It's kind of a slippery. This one has a little bit of traction. As you can see, Shaq logo and a tag right on the back here. Of course, on the heel, and the outsole is predominantly white. Again, the graphite right there, actual real graphite. And insoles are very interesting. Let me see if I can pull both out from both shoes. They're kind of hard to pull when put back together, but they're kind of a storytelling, so it might worth pulling them out and show it to you. I'll get this one first, and then get the other one. I apologize that I'm struggling a little bit with that, but this paper is so far and stuck, and I'm still a little bit under the weather, so talking is a bit hard. So here they are. This is the insoles. They're actually the regular performance Reebok insoles that are kind of a little bit thicker, with the arch support right there. But the print is really nice, kind of a two, multiple colors, but when you put them together you can actually read everything that says. And I'm going to slowly move them from bottom to the top for you guys that want to read it and pause it maybe. As you can see, it says Shaq versus Phoenix versus New Jersey. If you can beat them. In the dates, February 20th and April 23rd. And if you can beat them with these points, with these rebounds, the year, the actual outcome of the game, 105 to 121, 119 to 116, break their backboards anyway, So regardless of anything, he broke those backboards, and this is what the insoles are. Actually pretty cool. I kind of like these. By the way, this colorway kind of reminds me of the newer, the new version of, let me put those aside actually, of the Friends of the Program, or Token 38, what Packer and Snickers and stuff created just for this All-Star game, especially when it comes to that blue color. Kind of a, similar to that, I would say. It's of course it's not exactly similar. Materials are a little bit different, but nevertheless, it's still quality pair. Shaq hang tag as always, and here is actually a little bit more visible. Let me bring it to the camera. See if it focuses. Of the material used is that suede, but then covered with that coating that kind of represents the breaking, shattering backboards. I hope this is not going to peel over the time. I've heard out people saying that's not a problem, and I'm sure it's not. It's another quality product from Reebok, but bolt pumps are working, functioning pretty well. No problems there whatsoever. I have no complaints. All my Shaq Attaqs, actually, the pumps function correctly and outstanding. I actually had to grab half size up than my normal. As you can see, 8.5. Production date is August of 2014, because they didn't have 8. But from just wearing a lot of my Shaqs all the time, I noticed them. That probably goes for pretty much every Reebok that has a pump system. They fit a little bit smaller around mid-foot section, especially because of the pump leather. So having a little bit of extra room, not that my size 8s are small, but over time, like 5-6 hours of wearing, gets a little bit more pressure over your midfoot section and becomes slightly uncomfortable in my opinion. But having a half size up, or actually my true size 8.5, actually gives me a little bit more room here and tiny bit more room up in the front for the toes, so they actually fit perfectly well. And like I said, I grabbed them from Reebok.com for very discounted price, actually $70 shipped. And they're out of all sizes right now. I don't have them anymore, so I was lucky and able to get at least one piece, one pair. Sorry, no, I apologize for me coughing, but like I said, still under the weather. The other thing is, I'm not sure if any other boutiques or stores actually sell them. The only place I saw them personally was Reebok.com, and now they're not available there anymore. So I'm not sure. I mean, if I would love to double up if I find them, cheaper or the same price. But for now, I'm gonna have to go with only one pair, which is great. I mean, it's fine. At least I was able to grab these. A lot of people ask me if I like the Token 38s. Of course I do. It's an amazing pair. All of the pairs are great. The colorways are super nice. The materials are outstanding, but prices are way above what I'm looking for to pay. No matter how big of a fan I am, I still have to be reasonable about the prices and the amounts of money I spend on kicks. Especially when I have close to 200 pairs now. But yeah, that's a quick rant from me. Great pair. If you're able to find them for a decent price, I mean, even for retail, I think they're worth it. The materials are great. But if you can find them for cheaper, even better, around $100, it's still great. Grab yourself a pair. They look amazing on feet. If you follow me on Instagram, you guys are gonna see some pictures on feet with these. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks again, everybody. Thanks for your support. Stay tuned to CollectiveKicks.com for more sneaker news, reviews, and history articles. If you're new, subscribe to the channel. There will be a lot more pairs to come, a lot more reviews. I'm planning a lot of interesting content coming up this spring, so I'm sure all of you guys are going to like it. So if you're not subscribed already, make sure to subscribe and like the video if you like it, of course, and all that. But again, thank you, and you have a wonderful day.